Okay, here I am again. Back doing videos. I always seem to say that it's a while since I've done a video. I look at my turning points page, and I see that there is a lot of affirmations and posting a lot of things, but not me. Not the stuff that I've been up to and the stuff that I've been learning. So once again, I'm posting this because I'm inspired, and I'm loving the conversations that I'm having with people, and also the continued learning that I'm doing. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about affirmations. I do put them up a lot on my page because I suppose language is wonderful. I love talking, and I love the way that and reading, and the way that language can really move you. Um, but sometimes it moves you, and then that's it. That seems to be the end of the story. And I think what we need to do is we must take that extra step. I've spoken about it before, into applying some of this wonderful knowledge, this wonderful literature to our lives to enhance and enrich it. And some of the quotes you might have seen before. If you look over my shoulder, the wall is full of them. I might just sort of let you in on the secret if you're not already aware. This has been my project for the last 2 years. I think about 2 years. And I've been writing for, I suppose, must be about 6 to 8 months, maybe. This is my book. I'm writing a book. Why not? There's a book in everybody. Hopefully, there's several in me. But on there are a lot of quotes, and I've used them within the book. And it will be out when it's out. I'm going through the editing process anyway. I've finished it, and I'm really pleased with it. And so there's a lot of quotes in it. And one of my favorite quotes is what I wanted to talk about today. And that is a quote from Shakespeare. And to prove it, I'll just get it. It's there. And the quote is, "There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so." This is from Shakespeare. And this is what happens. We look at the world, and we feel as though something's not going right, or something's, I don't like her hair, or I don't like my job, or I don't like my relationship, whatever. And to be honest, when you really look at it, and especially in the context of this quote, there is nothing good or bad. Thinking makes it so. It's the way that you respond to the world. It's the way that you respond to her hair, or your job, or the relationship, that will make it manifest in either an optimistic or a pessimistic viewpoint. So I think these affirmations of themselves are really good, and it might move you. I think it's just worthwhile pondering a little bit about how it pertains to your life. And so that I think is one of my favourites. As I said, you may at some point in your life have a copy of it on your dinner table to read. The second thing, there always seems to be two things on these videos. I don't know why, but the second thing was I was talking last night. As I said, I do talk a lot, and when I was growing up, there was this idea that I used to say, I want this, I want that, I want a Christmas present, I want a birthday present, I want this, and so on and so on. And my parents, my mum and dad, used to say, I want doesn't get. And I was thinking about this in the context of a book called The Secret. And The Secret says the main premise of it is to ask, believe, and receive. So essentially, you are asking for something. And so, I really enjoyed that book, and I enjoy the principle about how we're talking or co-creating with the universe, and we're part. So essentially, we are asking. But this phrase, "I want doesn't get," really resonated with me last night, and I sort of wanted to put it into context in video today. So here I am. And so the basics of it are that if we understand that the universe and everything in it is already there, and so the life that you desire, arguably, is already there too. Okay. And so what happens is the universe is just constantly creating. And the only thing it says is yes, yes, yes. It doesn't understand the concept of no. Okay. So that's the first part. So if you were to say, I don't like my job. I don't like my bank balance, and my relationships are in the gutter. The universe is going to say, yes, you don't like your job. Yes, your relationships are in the gutter. And yes, you don't like your bank balance. And so what we have to do, and again, Shakespeare comes in again, is we think differently. Okay, so we think, or we co-create with the universe, and we say, I like my job, I like my bank balance, and I like my relationships. And the universe says, yes, you do. And so what happens is you're in this creative space, this space where you can do something about it. Because if you come from a lack perspective, if you're always thinking in terms of what you haven't got, then the universe will just create more of the same. It will do it in that sense. You will always have less money. You will always have poor relationships. You will always hate your job. But what it does, this idea of saying yes and changing it to a positive affirmation gives you the space to change, gives you the space to move things around. So, for example, let's just take the job. If you're saying, I love my job, that doesn't mean that you do. What it means is, I love to serve. Doesn't mean the job that you're in. It means that you love to work. Okay, and work doesn't always mean slogging your guts out at a job you hate. It's in terms of service, and I talk about this in my book. And so, it's a way of changing things. So we change our thoughts. Okay, I've said it many times. As a man thinketh, so is he, which is also in the book. The key, I think, to all of this rambling is that if you get something that moves you, if you get an idea that moves you, if you get an affirmation on your wall, then apply it to your life. Okay, read The Secret, read all this wonderful literature, but take it that step further. Take the fact that you don't like your job and do something about it. Take the fact that you may not have money in the bank and do something about it. Turn it on its head and allow the creativity, which is what the universe does. It just creates and connect to that. So there we are. It's a bit of a sort of deep video. I talk about stuff, all the time around these videos. But I have been moved more recently by this idea. And I say more recently, last night, when I was talking about this idea that I want doesn't get. I want does get. You've just got to be in a more positive headspace. Okay. So that's not easy to do before anyone jumps and goes, oh, well, just be positive. It's work. Okay. We always have to do the inner work. So have a good day, as always. And I promise to whoever it is I'm speaking to out there that I will do more and I will pop on some more videos because I've got a lot to talk about as normal.